Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. And my name is Darya. I'm building Shader together with Greg.
I'm Greg, co-founder and CTO of Shader.
And we are working on text-to-augmented reality. So what exactly it means that we're trying to rebuild camera experience. So imagine that you join right now video calls or live streams, and we're trying to make it more immersive and creative for people who is not developers or designers, when you can make everything just with your prompt. For example, you can pronounce it or type your idea. Before that, both of us work more in social products. I was to be product design manager at Snapchat and lead product Event Studio. Maybe some of you know about that. This is a product which helps you to create filters and effects for Snapchat. And this was my motivation, because it's really hard and long time to create your first filter and effect, and you can't make it instantly. And a lot of our audience want to make it just on your phone. And we start work on that together with Greg and our team members who also have gaming experience from Blizzard and Streamlabs. The main idea that we truly believe that the world is growing on Gen AI and creation, but camera experience, when we, for example, in one stand together on video calls or live streams, still not change a lot. And we talk a lot with audience and understand that you can create already something, but you can't reimagine full stand, add more art on that, and express your emotions with your ideas in one moment. That's why we start working on the idea that what if you can reimagine how you looks like and your backgrounds and add couple like objects 3D, or we start with 2.5D just in the moment when you need it, and can use that also on your phone. So Midjourney for sure was for us a lot of inspiration in the one moment, but we decided to switch a bit from Discord and start working on just phone, because biggest part of our audience is Gen Z, Gen Alpha, who really enjoy like creation already on Snapchat and Instagram and want to make it more particular, like just on like devices when they need it. And we have for you today a couple of demos. Our iOS app you right now already can download in App Store, Shader AI, and web demo Greg will show you right now.
Awesome. So let's see if it works. Cool. Yeah, so right now this is just something we put together fairly recently left Instagram. So early stage, but pretty cool. So right now you see on the left side is the real-time feed. On the right side is this prompt-based, oh, sorry. Cool, I missed all the training. So on the right side is me reimagined, so folks in the audience can see. Zeus, he was like a storm god from Greece, a lot of overlap with other Bronze Age entities. And yeah, we have some advanced controls. We definitely want to make this more comfortable for designers and other types of artists to use. So it's not just a bunch of knobs and stuff. But as you can see, I can crank it up, the frame rate goes down, but we get some cool effect. So this is Zeus. We could do like, let's say, a silicon-based intelligence on the moon Titan as Saturn rises. So as many of you know, silicon's pretty similar to carbon, but the way it might respirate, it produces a lot of solids. So Titan would be a more apt place for it to live. But yeah, as you can see, quickly changes. We could do a bunch of stuff. You can download it. Start recording, you can re-upload it. But yeah, curious, anybody in the audience have a quick prompt they want to give me, or theme we could explore? Monet, we could try Monet. Yeah, in the style, or we'll just do like Monet, water lilies. I'm not nearly as gifted with prompts, so we'll probably get a bunch of weird stuff. But what'd you say? Oh, it auto-corrected. How embarrassing. So we could cut some water lilies. We could crank it up, slow it down. we'll get some stuff. But early stages, we're definitely going to add support so you could do stylized and the author you want. Lots to come. Cool.
So fun. And right now I will show you a couple more ideas how we right now growing with this demo. So basically when we start test our first prototypes and ideas with audience, we really early figured out that they prefer really short prompts and want to communicate with our AI more in a way that make me, give me, change that. That's why right now we explore the idea that you can just use microphone, not just type, but pronounce it and immediately have your results already. And for designers, it's also really, I think, complex and challenging question how we can make it more immersive in the camera and not overwhelmed with interface in the phone. Plus, we also trying to work on the idea that not everyone want to reimagine how they looks like. Some people prefer just communicate with each other with AI and create something like modify my background or express emotions that I like this presentation or it's so boring. And everything that you can change and show absolutely different, depends on your favorite colors, style, and how you can express it for our AI. So our team really small, as you see in previous slide. Just basically a couple months ago, we launched this in App Store, and we decided to start with even image gen creation part, but go more deep on the idea that we show users more than one result. One of them more looks like you, and another one, it's more like characters. More, for example, if you like create animals or monsters, it could be in this particular style. And we start growing because users prefer record short videos with our filter masks, share them on social media, but also the idea of image creation for sure right now working more like avatar creation and the idea that after that you can move it in a new environment. We definitely early start to understand that iOS app, it's a good start, but people want to use it somewhere else. Like they want to implement it on video calls or streams. And this demo on web or our previous model start also a bit viral on Discord and in a couple publics on Twitter. And so we decided to move direction on web creation as well. So users also inspire us every day. They use shader not just for front camera experience. Sometimes it's option to reimagine just world environment, upload your photos, images, or something what you already create, for example, on Midjourney, but still reimagine with new style instantly on your phone. We decided that where should be like new direction for shader, because for sure we want to grow around art community. And last like a couple of weeks ago, we started to explore the idea to add also option to draw inside of the app. Now we basically tested with our first users, but main magic that it works also just on mobile. It's really easy. You can draw on like whiteboard, but we for sure want to move it most of all on camera creation in the moment when you take a selfie or you want to something reimagine in real time. And another idea which makes me right now so excited, we decided also collaborate with real artists who partially we find people from our community on Discord. For example, Mitya, he's living in New York, and this is like not AI art, it's real art, but he's a person who agreed to give us a couple of his art pieces. It's not a lot, it's basically around 15 work what we analyze with our AI. And after that, create his camera. And now I can take a selfie or take a look like how it looks world and see immediately everything on his particular style. Basically, like, yeah, it works with any photos or images what you can upload. And for us, it's inspiration to give the idea for creators also to share revenue. And if your filter, in fact, will be like popular in our product, it could help us to grow, but also first of all, we want to collaborate with people who was first who create this art. And we're working right now more people who want to try with us this vision. We're working with people who is collaborative more in NFT space, but also interesting to find folks who just work in different styles. It could be doodles or something more colorful. And products start to be so social. It's also something direction which we're trying to find right now way how to add it, because people love to learn from each other. Sometimes we're not sure what we want to create, but if we take a look what our friends create or how looks our library and our profile, if it could be more public, or we thought that it could be awesome idea to make our product more social and communicative between each other. And messenger part, this is also in our right now roadmap to build. We explore the vision that for sure real-time camera, streaming or option to connect with each other together in one stand makes sense. But some users want to use shader to express emotions, basically build kind of new language of communication and make it more short type of answer. For example, if you want to before you use GIFs, and now with shader, you can constantly create short video in one moment with your prompt on top of your already existent style. And now we focus on the idea that basically Discord, it's our favorite place where our audience right now spend time, and we're really excited about the idea to build on top of Discord mini apps, what right now this platform gives opportunity. So we focus on this vision, how to integrate in our first server and Shader AI, this idea that we can stream and also create, make art together on one moment. Plus, we also think really innovative with our pro version, our business model right now, it's free app. And if you invite your friends, you can have more credits with them. You can create more and more art together with us. And it basically help us right now to grow constantly. And when we take a look on this market, maybe because also our experience, our team experience, it's gaming, social, and video creation. We kind of trying to right now work with all these markets and find a way where is our best product market fit. Because when we start, we thought that main audience, it's video creators, but now we saw a lot of potential on gamers and on people who is more focused on social aspect on this product. And yeah, I hope my today presentation with Greg was inspiring for you. We start this startup not more than year ago, and already this year was nominated on Best Consumer App by AWE conference. Now it's actually going voting. So if you want to support us, scan code. We're really excited because last year we just present for this conference vision and idea, and now we have already 25,000 users, which kind of really fun to have when you don't have a big budget for inspire them. And also, yeah, thank you for watching. Join our Discord. Really appreciate comments, feedback on this stage. It's best what we can have in this moment.
I think that's part of our foundations is just providing people access to these tools. They're coming out at a rapid speed. So kind of our credence is let's give it to actual artists. Let's enable them to use these products. And there's a really great 2D to 3D mesh models coming out. And yeah, basically every use case you described. This one right here is using a couple different models. It's using a very rapid, it's doing 6 inference steps, but we could crank it down to 1. So it's a fast version of Stable Diffusion. Then we have this control net adapter, which is helping it fit the image, and then one other kind of nuanced thing. So yeah, most of our models are open source. We're not using anything from OpenAI currently. We do plan to add as Darya mentioned, an interactive component. So you may use like Whisper from OpenAI, and we'll like talk to it. It will actually generate the prompt that will generate the best image. So making it very interactive. It'll tune these settings automatically. But yeah, right now it's just a couple different models and adapters.
And we basically collaborate also with computer vision engineers, researchers, explore the idea to build our own model. And what you saw right now, like with this example with AI art on top of like real artists, it's probably the like topic what we right now more and more want to research to help it to make it like more immersive and realistic.
I'm actually distantly related to Bernie Sanders.
It actually works also with Two Faces. If I join,
I definitely want to hear Darya's opinion. I picked up the mic because, I just came from Instagram and kind of see like the devolution of social media and kind of like a push more towards like, entertainment and just like real old school consumption. So I do think this will give people a leg up to kind of, once again, re-express themselves, maybe be comfortable in their own skin again, that they don't have to show their messy room in the back. They can get right on camera and just be in it. So I think what we'll see is a easier way to communicate ideas, hopefully a better way to express ourselves. And I think also just a more cautious world that doesn't really believe what we see, which may not necessarily be a bad thing. But who knows? I really don't know. If things go the wrong way, it won't be good.
I'm also a big believer on just new devices. And when I used to work at Snapchat, we built a lot of for spectacles, and now for sure, like our version of shader right now, you can find also in Vision Pro. It's like first really simple, but I like really believe that like new devices now in the stage when we can build on top of that really fun messengers and new social behaviors, what we can't make before. How people like can talk with each other, how we can be like immersive in new worlds. And this has inspired us to start with the phone, but basically go in a direction on what happened next, how we can make it possible for like currently for Vision Pro, and we'll see what could be in a couple of years. What we will show you right now today is this is super new, so we just start testing with users. But this is what the most requested features when we start explore the idea with reimagination images and creation of like mesh on top of your like face and backgrounds. We start to have a lot of feedback that I want to see everything together and then start to create on top of that like sunglasses or earrings and communicate with the audience in one moment. So basically, this is like what we like looking for the future, to make this use case as much as more smooth and professionally looking in the camera. But also we still like inspired like in our teams that people love create images and art and have kind of fun to reimagine them with like drawing feature. This is I think like something more static and maybe even easy from technological perspective, but we can make it like a good really product and have a traction just on this stuff and then go in direction on real-time camera, which for me like really fun. I can make for you 3 hands.
So I think at least a partial goal of ours is to really make it easy. I think there's a lot of time you can spend, and it's actually, great work to spend like countless hours not sleep and do like 60,000 images. We want it to be a conversation. So ideally you go in there as the machine goes as the machine, and you kind of reach a conclusion and it learns, what you want, how you act. So what you'll eventually see is more of like a chat-like interface. You can use your voice, you can chat, and then the actual prompt will be somewhere else that you can expand and kind of view and persist. But that's kind of the intention is make it more conversation, make it more like hotter, colder, getting to there, than having to get really refined. And I think that's what our users want.
Yeah, and iOS app, you can find also templates. So was like probably like I think a really good design idea to make for users first prompts and ideas just from our team. And for sure, like we collaborate with prompt engineers and basically create a lot of stuff just by our team. But want to find more people who like really go deep on that and want to work with us to create like best visions for users as well.
The way I was tuning it was partially impacting that, but we have multiple different models for consistency versus doing stuff more on the client, like on your device specifically, and using things more traditional like masks. But also a feature I was trying to show, but we're in Safari and right now it only works in Chrome, is you can actually download the video and then re-upload it. And then you can add, make it more consistent, interpolate the image. So you can continuously iterate. We're also thinking about having a third screen, which has like a 5-second delay, which will be much more polished. So you can get a real-time feedback, and then you can get like this kind of more polished version, which should be, consistent and look real. But again, we're not trying to build like a deep fake company. So I think there will always be some artistic and kind of random component. I did experiment last night, like looking like what does my dad look like and stuff, and it was actually pretty accurate. So again, our goal is art, entertainment, but you could imagine these types of things would be pretty feasible, like unscrambling stuff. But again, we want to be very sensitive and careful, especially from like the companies we come from, that we go in a direction that leads to positivity. And
also, for sure, a lot of users request not full reimagination. For example, it could be simple makeup, or like I showed you before in a demo, that it's basically created filter, but on top of your real face. So it's basically need to find a solution from technical perspective, how to make it still you, but together with the filter.
Absolutely, we're working on that also, so you can like interact. So it's kind of like two things happening at once. You're conversing, but it's also kind of modulating your sound. I actually studied film, and sound is 51%, so we're really trying to nail that closely. Right now, we're just talking to folks. We really want to develop the right SDK. So if you're an engineer or you have a software mindset, please reach out to us. Let's have a conversation.
Yeah, and we start just chat with companies who want this SDK. So we're trying to find a way how to make it like best for potential clients.
Yeah. So this current demo is just pure AI generated on the server. But we have other variants where we do composites. So maybe we do a mask, we do a background, we find elements that are interesting to the machine, and then animate a little light blinking and stuff. So really giving like a feeling of motion without necessarily making a very like disruptive, distinct experience. Our chief scientist, who's currently getting his PhD in computer vision, helped put together a pipeline. He actually also has some published papers with his own model that better supports the ears, because that's kind of an open problem right now. So yes, and then we bring the face back to the client, and actually cool enough, we then put the mesh on it using all the GPU on the client. So we're able to put the mask, we're able to change the background. So there's a lot of interaction between client and server. Personally, this is very important to me. I think design is the hardest job. And I think what will differentiate us is actually starting with the design and actually working with designers, which is why we're here. We want to work with designers because a lot of these tools right now are a bunch of cool capabilities, but we want it to be something that humans want to use. So I think it needs to start with the design. Absolutely.
And yeah, probably because like I started this company as product designer, and really early in our team joined Alejandro, also from Snapchat and Blizzard. He's here today. So we all the time make a lot of like user interviews and communicate with each other, and trying to be so close with engineering team to grab for you guys like our vision, but understand how it's possible to make.